I'm Hayne and I'm talking to you. Today is August 30th, 2024. 7 p.m., 99 degrees, a beautiful nursing home in Las Vegas. I'm 70 years old and very sick. August 30th, 2024. The crimes that I've seen and been involved in from 2012 in the desert, the most remote desert of North America, Death Valley, 2012, where I wrote my novel, the great American novel. People only wish they could write a novel like that. I did it. And I did it at Badwater in Death Valley. During the winter, peaceful, quiet, nice. I took my camp chair out there and my jug of water. I filmed out there with my tripod and I wrote Into the Ground and published it in 2012 with Infinity Publishing under the name Mike Rogers, which is my Catholic name. Then I published it again in 2017 with Outskirts Press from Colorado under my real name, Mike Hayne. So it's beautiful out here tonight. This is a beautiful place. At the end of my life, I'm not sure, but I might be dying. And I feel grateful because I tried to live by the Christian religion. I was a confirmed Catholic in 1967. I've never hurt a friend. You always got a true blue, straight, good person. I've never done anything weird or bad that would condemn me. I've just tried. And if you really want to make an issue out of it, you would say that in the United States in 2024, if you're good, you're living homeless on the streets. If you're bad, you're very well off. You're working in real estate. So, which is not really working, obviously. So, that's a story all in itself of how the United States became a place where the good are on the streets. And as the Bible says in Revelations, the good will be taken up in a cloud. That means when the 12,500 nuclear warheads are launched, which could be any day now, if you're downtown in a homeless tent, you're good and you'll immediately be taken up in the mushroom cloud. You won't even know it hit you. You might be sleeping. If you're out 20 miles away, if the nuclear bomb hits Nellis Air Force Base, which is about 20 miles from here, it'll be a 2,000-degree fire. I'll be sitting here 1 minute, and then all of a sudden, it'll be a 2,000-degree fire, and it's going to take a couple of minutes to die in that. But there's no warning. There's no bells going off and go to your shelters or any of that. It's just going to 12,500 hydrogen bombs, 9 countries. So I'm grateful to be here. I've been good my whole life. It's obvious that the evil people are successful in the United States. The good are out screaming and talking to themselves in the homeless camps. I can go into a homeless camp, hang around with them, and at least find 10 of them that could be state representatives or even senators. So, I mean, don't talk garbage, okay? They shouldn't even be paid for being in those positions. So, the crime in the TV shows and the movies like Columbo, they prove the crime. I've never been able to do that. And like I say, I live by the Christian principles. forgive me my trespasses as I forgive the others. The guy that poisoned me could be sitting right next to me. I don't have any emotions at all for him. But there's something else about the crimes. I would say of the as many as 75 to 100 crimes that I've seen from 2012 until 2023. I've been in here all of 2024, which is protected. I would say that they range, if a judge heard them and they could be proven, it would be between 1 to 10 to 20 years in prison for each one. The judge would hear this one about staging the car wreck in Death Valley at 9 o'clock at night, and it was organized. It was a gang. There were at least 6 people involved in that. They looked like junkies, but the way they staged that car wreck at Stovepipe Wells in February of 2013, sorry. The way they staged that was professional. It was like the Hollywood stuntman, remember? Lee Majors, what was his name? I'm the Hollywood stuntman. Or Mission Impossible. It's 6 doofy, goofy, stupid, hateful, racist people together staging a car accident. A guy pushed, February 2013, I had a perfect driving record from the age of 16 in 1970 until February of 2013. And everybody knew I was smoking marijuana. I would have my bong. They knew where I was coming from. I was coming from California. I was smoking my bong, driving across the desert. Perfect driving record for all those years. Beautiful car, not a scratch on it. And they stage a car wreck where a junkie, and he says he's doing, I'm exercising by walking across Death Valley at night. And he pushed a shopping cart, not the kind that you see in the stores, but the kind that the homeless people have, the little square ones. He had it filled up with clothes and junk and everything, and he pushed it in front of my car. And it was so expertly staged and done that if I relate the details, you'll see. They had to know I was smoking marijuana. They had to be following me. They had to be gossiping. They had to not be minding their own business. He's smoking marijuana and driving. Boy, we'll teach him a lesson. Mission Impossible. Hey, man, get a life, okay? So that's a crime. That could get them about 5 years in prison. The thing about putting barbiturates in people's drinks, that's an epidemic. Forget about all the stuff they talk about in the news that's epidemics with drugs. The idea that a student can have a fentanyl pill, or in my case, it was called OxyContin back in those days, and put it in the other student's drink. That's why I'm talking about crime tonight on this video. Because educated people, when they hear that, they say preposterous. You would have to prove that. That's preposterous. Who would do that? And that's the whole point. You can't respect these criminals. Think about this. Think of how much work and trouble they went to. A mobile home community of 600 mobile homes. People who have worked 30 or 40 years for the casinos, and they bought a little mobile home in the desert. It's got a wall around it. Everything has walls around it now, cinder block walls. 600 mobile homes. These people go into that neighborhood, or into any neighborhood in Vegas, and they think of the work involved. They have to spy. They have to get to know the people. They have to look around. until they find an elderly person who's worked 40 years for a casino. He bought a mobile home, and then they find out, is he close to his children? Who are his children? Is he alone? And then they kill him and bury him in the backyard. And you can go to these houses and see these planters. Looks just like a grave. That's another thing. You'd be crazy. Well, yeah, would they make it look just like a coffin if there really was the homeowner buried in there? And these people are clever, crafty, and smart. So they put the guy in there, and they put 2 bags, large bags of kitty litter on top of him, and then they put soil on top of it, and then they plant tomatoes or flowers, and oh, this is my garden. Then an imposter takes that guy's place, and now he is that guy living in that house. To have it that well organized, to have that many people, hey, well, you know, we'll put Mike, I won't say the last name, I recognized him from 50 years ago in Houston. We'll put Mike in that house, he'll say he's Charles, Mike, and then me, Mikey, I answer the paper in the local ad in the paper that says roommate on it, $385 a month, and it was nice. It was infested, it was dirty, there were creepy bums in the other room, and your head spins. This crime, you just don't know what's happening. You could go crazy thinking the guy in the next room is doing something to you. And he's really just a bum, one of the other ones on the street. He's not one of the ones. When I left Death Valley in 2017, I was in Las Vegas and I was watching the local news, and they said they found the Ku Klux Klan, my enemies, for the past 50 years. I'm Catholic. And they found the Aryan Brotherhood, which is preposterous. I studied history. That's like little kids making up a name. Well, we'll be the Aryan Brotherhood. What it means is that they're from Wisconsin, and they can't be the Ku Klux Klan. But in my lifetime, I know the Ku Klux Klan has spread. It's in New York City, it's in Boston, it's in Chicago. Minnesota, the most racist state in the United States, where they killed George Floyd, and that's another crime. People gave me counterfeit bills, and this just happened a year ago. They came up to me like they were donating money to me. Here, hey brother. Well, they did that to George Floyd. There's videos of it. He was in the store, and he used a 20, they said he used a counterfeit 20 to buy cigarettes. He loiters around that store for 20 minutes. It's on camera. Then, lo and behold, the same thing they've done to me at least a dozen times from 2012 until 2023. Somebody spiked his drink with OxyContin, because when they did the autopsy, they found OxyContin in George Floyd. So, what do we have? The same thing that happened to me. Some kind of organized gang, a vigilante group, the Ku Klux Klan, some group of nuts who thinks they're cleaning up the neighborhood. So, I'm Mike Hayne, and I'm talking to you. Today is August 30th, Friday. 99 degrees out here, no wind, beautiful in the desert. I'm very happy with the way I've lived. I know St. Joseph's is Catholic. Even my family from way back when probably donated to it.